Hi everyone, and welcome to my review of AEW Dynamite. Many apologies for not doing it last week. It's a weekly series that I'm trying to get off the ground. Unfortunately, this time last week, obviously, I don't know if wrestling fans will know this, but I'm a Liverpool fan and we lost Diogo Jota, and I just couldn't face doing any videos that day. So anyway, apologies about not doing it. Going straight on to Dynamite, I have to say, it's going to be a very short video because that show was bloody fantastic. That's all I can say. I think it was probably my favourite wrestling show of the year between AEW and WWE. Now, obviously, they've both had really good shows. I've seen a few good TNA shows as well, but that was just, it was bloody superb. Absolutely superb. Kept me entertained the whole time and thoroughly enjoyed it. So hats off to Tony Khan and all the booking staff and the wrestlers because it was sensational. One of the things I was going to mention actually about Dynamite, I've noticed the last, I'd say maybe 3 to 4 months, they've really found the groove now. I mean, the last 3 or 4 shows I've seen, obviously you've had the NBA playoff shows, which were a bit long, but obviously they've had to combine Collision and Dynamite and all that business. But they've been thoroughly entertaining, really enjoyed it. I'm really glad they're committing to the storylines now, because there was just a while there when it was like they'd just go from one bit to another and there was no resolution, but they're like committing to like sort of long-term sort of storytelling, which is good. And the mid-card of AEW now, they're now being what they're supposed to be. They are the mid-card, but they're really good wrestlers. Like, for example, tonight you had the Hurt Syndicate, if I can say the word, in the angle Jet Speed and then the Patriarchy, and it was just really exciting. Basically, they had their title belt stolen by Jet Speed. MJF came out, which I'll talk about in a minute. But then after him and Briscoe had a bit of a set too, then it was Jet Speed beating up Hurt Syndicate, and the Patriarchy then got involved as well. But it was just, like I said, at the moment, it's really good storytelling. It's not stories for stories' sake. They're actually interesting. So yeah, fair play to AEW because I was getting a bit worried at one stage, but they really seem to be concentrating on it. Need to concentrate now. Okada, Mercedes, Tony Storm, Osprey, Strickland, Hangman, etc. So they're concentrating on the performers that are the ones that are going to take the company forward, is what I'm getting at. Just going through the matches, Takeshita, I'm just reading my notes here. Takeshita and Fletcher beat Brody King and Bandido. Yeah, decent match, not too bad. Really like Fletcher. Great upside to him. Brody King at the moment is just absolutely super. He could be a sleeper for the next world title because he's that popular at the minute for his wrestling and various other reasons, which we won't go into. And fair play to Bandido as well. I've not really seen too much of him, but that thing that he did where I'm trying to think how to describe it. He kind of vaulted off. I think it was Fletcher. I can't remember now. One of the Takeshita vaulted off Takeshita onto the rope and then did like this backflip onto Fletcher and just missed like the announce desk. It was really cool. So yeah, that was a good match. I'm not going in total order, by the way. It's just how I've written it. Tekla, Mello, Byrne, and Queen Aminata. Wasn't thrilled about the first half of the match, but the second half, they were really good. Except that my girl Tekla lost, which I'm not best pleased about. Megan Bain won, so she's the second in the Casino Gauntlet match, so she'll just be behind Statlander. I know I'm incredibly biased, but I think Tekla is absolute money. I absolutely love her. I think she's brilliant. It's one of the best sort of debut starts that I've seen from a wrestler in a very long time. So I would like her to win the Casino Gauntlet match because I think she's got huge upside, and I just hope she's not messed up. She should be, in my opinion, with Mercedes, Storm, that sort of top sort of echelon, basically. So in terms of the casino, I've already done a preview. If you want to check out my preview for All in Texas, it's just on the channel now. I hope Tekla. I'm probably going to say Bane now I think more about it. My random prediction was that it's all been a work and Britt Baker's going to come back, so I'm going to stick with it, as stupid as it sounds, but I don't know, there's just some bits about it that seem a bit like a work to me. It's probably me being an old man and being very paranoid, but I could be wrong, but hey-ho, we'll see on Saturday night. Mott's got a promo on Hangman. It was a bit meandering, the same old thing as usual. Then we come to the Briscoe MJF promo instant. Now, I've already talked about this on a short if you want to check it out on the channel, so I won't take up too much time. Again, it's all about what your tolerance is, basically. I didn't find it massively offensive, but I have a brother, and had I watched something like that, and God forbid I wasn't here or my brother wasn't here, both of us probably wouldn't have been thrilled with the footage, but it's happened, it's in real life. I thought the way that MJF did it was as tasteful as he possibly could, because he didn't directly reference the tragedy in itself, so fair play to Max for that. And obviously Mark would have given his permission. There's no way they would have run that segment without his permission at the end of the day, but I don't know, it's like I said on my short, I just think it was bordering on cheap heat. Shout out to Rosenberg. Yeah, so I'm not thrilled about the death angles at the best of times as it is. But yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, no, it was a good promo segment, to be fair. But yeah, not too sure about that. Moving on, Tony Storm and Mercedes Moné had like an in-ring kind of thing, which was quite funny. I can't best describe myself, just go and check it out. But I actually thought at one stage, I don't know if this is like my horrible mind at times, but when Mercedes spat out that champagne, I was thinking, Attitude Era fans will get this, I was really, really thinking, I really hope they haven't done an X-Pac in Jeff Jarrett's boots. I'll leave you to look into that. Yeah, no, it was a really, really, really good promo, and I just love the way that Storm gave this impassioned promo, and they were doing it like quite, not respectfully, but like adultly, if that's even a word. And then Tony Storm just ended it with eat, in case there's any kids watching, rhyming slang, eat, twitch, rich. And we'll just leave it at that. So that was cool. I love the Omega Okada promo package. It was like so classily done, and the way it was just put together, and it was just really, really good. So I'd urge you to check that out as well. Really hyped for that. I think Okada Omega is probably the thing that I'm looking forward to the most, because they are two of the top 10 wrestlers in wrestlers. Wow, there you go. Two of the top wrestlers in the world for my money. Possibly even both of them top 5. Debate, who knows. And then at the end you had the Ospreay. Who else was in the match? Young Bucks and the Death Riders versus Ospreay, the Odds, and Hangman. I like that as well, the fact that it fed into another storyline, because Joe got taken out a little earlier when he beat Wheeler Yuta. He got taken out by Gabe Kidd, and Hangman then had to come and replace him. So I kind of like the I don't know, the theory behind it, basically. There's a word I'm looking for that I can't think of. It's really early in England. Yeah, no, it was the match was okay. It was what it was, like an 8-man tag. Basically, Gabe Kidd comes wandering in, and then attacks Shibata, I want to say. Might have been Hangman, I can't remember. Anyway, long story short, Mox wins the match by basically choking out Shabbat. That was a bit of a weird one because I don't know if it's because it's really early and I'm still half asleep. I didn't see Shabbat tap. Maybe he did, like, really, really discreetly. I don't know. Maybe the referee heard him say, "I quit," or something like that. But it wasn't. I don't know. It was a bit odd. And AEW has fallen into this habit of doing this on a couple of occasions. That's my one critique at the minute. Because there was a finish that they had the other day with I don't know who it was. I think it was like Bade and Penelope Ford or something like that, where the finish got a bit messed up. So probably something I need to keep an eye on. But he might have tapped. I don't know. I genuinely didn't see it. Anyway, they were going to do the angle where they put the plastic bags over Will and Hangman's head, like they did with Danielson. And then at the last minute, Swerve comes out. And he's on a Titantron, and I've said this in my short already, and basically destroyed the Bucks limo. They come outside, he Swerve kicks both of them at the same time, which was really cool. And before that, he pretended to go to the arena and said, "Whose house?" and put both the fingers up. And then he ended up, after he'd downed the Bucks, he ended up going into the arena and celebrating with Ospreay, and then Hangman was, like, eyeing up Mox. In terms of All In, which is basically AEW's WrestleMania, and if you're working on, I don't know, if you're working on WrestleMania, obviously they like to send the crowd home happy as they can do most of the time, so you're sort of looking at maybe 6 or 7 of the faces going over and 3 or 4 of the heels going over, so I can't see Hangman not winning unless they're going to do a Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns and extend it for a year. Now, I've talked about Death Riders before. I love Mox, no offence, but as I said before, it just doesn't work for me at all. I just don't find the group compelling. I like all of them individually, but sometimes there's combination issues, and I just don't see it with them. Fair play to Mox to get in the storyline where it is, but I think it needs to stop now, basically. And personally, I wouldn't repackage Mox. I would have him what I would do, I would just have the group attack him then. Put Mox out until maybe, not the new year, but like, I don't know, like November or something like that. And then he comes back, destroys the group, and then you turn him face again. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, that's for Saturday night. Like I said, Dynamite was Dynamite. It was brilliant. Absolutely loved it. So go and check it out. I'm probably going to go back to sleep now because I was up really early in the morning watching this. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Oh, quick reminder, I'm going to be watching AEW All in Texas. If there's any wrestling fans out there, obviously I usually cover WWE, but I've been looking forward to All In for ages, and obviously there's no counter programming, I'm sure. So what I'm going to do, basically, I'm going to buy the pay-per-view, have it on my TV, and then I'll put Saturday night's main event on in the background on my laptop, and I'll just dip in and out here and there if I can do. But mostly it's going to be featuring All In. So yeah, I'll be covering that, shorts and vlog. I might even do a live reaction afterwards. Like I said, for WWE, I will keep an eye out if I can do. But I might just have to do that next morning. And wrestling wise, I'll be covering Evolution on the Sunday night from 12, I think it is 12 o'clock, something like that. So yeah, keep an eye out for the channel for that. Loads of wrestling stuff coming up. I'm going to Rev Pro in Sheffield. Will Ospreay once of that parish. Will, like I said last time, if you've got a little bit of time, if you could turn up to that would be wonderful, and bring Mr. Kid with you. But no, I'm really looking forward to that. I've not been before, so it should be great. AEW wise, obviously I'm going to All In, so I'm gonna try and live stream a bit before and a bit after, because I can't really do it obviously while the event's going on, because I don't want to get sued, obviously. So, but I'll do vlogs and shorts as per usual while I'm there. Then there'll be wrap-up videos and like travel videos to All In. hoping to maybe meet some of the wrestlers as well. That would be really cool. And then WWE wise, 3 days after that, which is pretty insane, I will be in my city of Leeds, which is where I'm from, and I'll be watching WWE. I was going to say WWE All In then, good grief. WWE Leeds on the 27th of August. So I've got 3 wrestling shows basically in the next, from July the 27th onwards, there'll be 3 that I'm going to in the next 3.5 weeks, give or take. And I'm hoping to do some more later on in the year. Yeah, cool. Nice one. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll be back with more Dynamite next week. Like I said, keep an eye on the channel for loads of pro wrestling goodness this weekend, and I will see you all on Saturday night for All in Texas. DLCW. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.